Well, today, some big storms are moving through this afternoon near Anna Maria Island. This one from Bimini Bay. You can see the review showing heavy rainfall moving in right around 2:30. That's when the winds gusted up to 45 miles an hour. Ed Goff out there with a weather station reporting those strong winds that blew on through really quick. And then things calmed down with some light rainfall throughout the remainder of the afternoon. And now we have some bigger storms developing in the interior part of our county. Here's what we have. The area of low pressure now has certainly developed. It was really a broad area of low pressure over the weekend, but now that low pressure appears to be right here, and it's going to be moving off toward the west-northwest. So Louisiana, Texas, it's kind of a combination of the GFS model and the European model, which was down in Mexico and Texas. They're kind of splitting the two, and this large area of rain that you see here could have been right on us if it was more in line with the GFS, which was right about here. That would all have been moving right over the top of us, so we're going to miss that 5 to 8 inches of rainfall that could have happened here as a result of that system moving. Now, as far as that, that's not a high there, but as far as the high pressure goes to the east of the state, that will continue to kind of block anything from getting into our picture anytime soon. So that low is not going to do an about face and head back in our direction at all. We will continue to see those showers and storms, most of it staying offshore, like this cell right there, just going to skirt along the coast, may catch Anna Maria. This one now moving through Arcadia, bringing some heavy rainfall there, heading toward Wauchula. Not much going on around the immediate coast right now, but we can still see some little feeder bands, if you will, or lines of showers and storms moving on through during the late evening and during the morning tomorrow. Rainfall amounts not all that impressive, up to an inch near Osprey and near Venice, and Northport up to 1/4 of an inch there. As I alluded to, though, this storm system could become Cindy within the next 12 hours, and if it were to do so, it would be 2 storms in the month of June at the same time, something that doesn't happen very often, only about a handful of times in the last 100 years. Well, the satellite showing the forecast track and path of the forecast models, with a majority of them taken into East Texas or more than likely Louisiana, and then bringing some heavy rainfall throughout the Tennessee Valley all the way over into the Mid-Atlantic coast states. Now for us, we have high clouds around and 79 degrees. The dew point temperature now at 74. We have east winds at 14. The pressure 2997, falling ever so slightly. The high today a little bit below average because of the increased cloud cover. It will be warm. It will be muggy overnight. We had 3/10 of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. A monthly total now, look at that, nearing 10 inches of rain, and we're nearly a ½ inch above average for the year. Around the area, temperatures in the low 80s from Whitney Beach. It's 82. The same now in Bradenton. 81 in Rosedale, and Laurel Oak at 80. The same out Siesta Key. Temperatures fairly uniform due to the cloud cover around, maybe a little cooler in places like Arcadia and near Wauchula. Well, the hourly forecast for Tuesday, we'll see periods of showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the day. The rain chances staying fairly high, and it's not going to be an all-day rain, but there will be some heavy rain across the region in parts throughout the morning and early afternoon. Temperatures cooler over the Great Lakes. You can see that in 60s, and it looks like Cleveland at 66, 67, in Toledo 68, in Chicago, Detroit at 69 degrees, but much warmer and hotter out in the desert southwest now, 116 in Phoenix, and temperature 78 in Boston. You can see that cold front slicing through the Ohio Valley right now, cooling things down throughout Ohio, northern Indiana, and throughout Michigan. For us, it's clouds and showers and storms and rip currents for area beaches, so keep that in mind. We'll have a pretty good surf, and a lot of surfers will be out there looking for the big waves. Be careful. There will be rip currents. Seas running 4 to 6 feet. Choppy conditions out there in the waters for boaters tomorrow. And the water temperature now at 85 degrees. UV index will be a 6. Tides upcoming. High tides will run a little higher, too, more so north of Tampa, but we'll see tides running a little bit higher. Should not be a big concern. 8:28 for a sunset. Mostly cloudy, scattered showers. A few isolated thunderstorms possible overnight. 88 and some clouds tomorrow once again. It will be breezy. You'll see the winds picking up east to southeast at 10 to 20 miles an hour. The extended forecast. On Wednesday, this thing kind of gets out of our area. We'll see afternoon showers and storms for sure. And that, look at the dry air move in on Friday, 20% only, 30% on Saturday. Pretty good weekend ahead with high temperatures heating up to near 90 degrees.